The energy is shifting to 2020. Just like any spiritual being, I'm experiencing more uh, faster healing, and things are manifested more quickly. And I'm receiving tons of information every day. The only thing that doesn't change is the change itself. So maybe this will help you to get better at being in the flow state. The first transition that I discovered is if you're somebody who tends to be codependent or likes to hear others' opinions or suggestions, you might find that those suggestions don't work anymore. You might be more effective if you work things alone. And if you're someone who are always doing things by yourself, you don't usually ask for help and you get things done perfectly. And now you'll find some resistance or things just gets harder. And now you can just seek for collaboration, and maybe if you're going to an important meeting and you can just bring a friend, that friend might not even say anything important, but the energy is changed if you bring another person. So, and then the next thing is you might experience some kind of deja vu, something's already happened. And if you're creating a project, you might not succeed at the first time. So the best way to mitigate this is create two projects at once. So you don't have to deal with the start over again phase. And then there's this last thing that is relationships role play. It's like you tend to be in the same kind of relationship, but your role is completely different. Like if you're used to be someone who's in power, who's in charge, who takes the lead, and now you might find yourself in a very similar relationship, but your role might be the listener. Everyone's change is different. It's better to just be conscious and perceptive about your everyday. And whenever the year reaches an integer number like 1999, 2009, and this year 2019, they're always like a big transition. So you might want to look back to your life at that point to see what changed your life completely, or did your mind shift? And so this is a really intense shadow work and healing for me right now. So I went back to when I was 4 years old, aka 1999. I'm 24 years old right now. And I wrote myself a letter. Dear Chi, in 1999, by now you've disassociated for the most part. You'll continue your search of life meaning until the year end, and you'll want to kill yourself. You'll ultimately fail at it again and again and find no help. I want to say everything you've experienced till now is a terribly skewed reality. I'm only 20 years older, but life has been vastly different. And I'm barely at the beginning of things now. Death was exposed to you in normal way, whereas love and living were not. See, our consciousness splitted And you, my smart girl, has chosen yourself some pretty hardcore ones to present yourself. But it is not your burden to bear the pain of humankind. Every day, newborn ghosts visit you and you feel guilty. You almost want to kill just to feel a bit of closeness and in control. And you're so ready to be murdered, molested, abused. Anything is better than the pain you're currently in. It was not your pain to bear, although our pre-manifested soul made the decision that you're capable of the extreme and find the buried gifts in eventually. But I cannot unsee, unfeel, unhear your pain, your depression, your screams inside your tiny body. I know your life right now only seemed to lead on a certain path that you would rather not have anything to do with. But that's what I'm here for, again. Your reality now is terribly fucked. You have endless life paths you can choose from, and each has its own unique joy as well. Thank you for protecting me with all your powers. Otherwise, I would still be trapped in that room of terror. Do whatever you need to do. Run, hide, fight, cry, disidentify. But this is not the end or a full picture, but a tiny piece of shattered glass. Even yourself is a fragment with a personality you adopted because you have nothing else to counteract. But inside this tunnel of darkness, you will learn nothing is really separated. I and the world and you and all the seemingly awful lots of others are all interdependable. Thank you for tearing my heart open. It broke a multitude, gapped wide open for new connection to come in. Our connections, and every being you can imagine. Your mind will never be sick. Don't ever listen to them. But them is not your enemy either. You have no enemy. Nothing has power over you, my child. Tear down your realities. You will be doing that in your lifespan. For you've chosen a holoconscious life. Now, go play the game of life. Love always. Chi. Thank you.